Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Jayam Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Vijakacharya Stottara Shatta Shushimad. His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada ji ki. Maha Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Go Premanande. All glorious assembly devotees. All glorious assembly devotees. All glorious assembly devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Uh-oh. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottaman Deving Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastapraisha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Mahaganta Srimad Bhagavatam ki. The last week working very nice, so good. Okay, here. Accept. Oh, Krishna. And the last week accept is so nice, and today why Krishna? Okay, yeah, but what bottom? No. I do the transmission by wireless because this is compatible. And yeah, I need
1629. You need to enter code in your PC. In your desktop.
no.
Within 120 seconds.
Well, the point that Simon said, I will push a button in remote control only. Decline, yeah, but what button is?
They tell that you have to put this pin in your laptop.
It's incompatible. He don't have the HDMI.
No, the pin code.
Yeah, but where?
Is there something here? Yeah, exactly.
It was too late.
I will give a lecture without. Krishna.
But then you can switch off that TV.
Yeah. I need the Srimad Bhagavatam.
It's here.
It's easy. It's all now. It'll be okay.
Tell what you do, you need water. I forgot the
Okay, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, verse 21. Repeat after me. Bhuteshu Virudbhya Udattama Ye Sarispateshu Teshu Sabodha Nishtaha Tato Manusya Pramatas Tato Api Gandharva Siddha Vibudhanuga. Yeah. Okay, I will chant the verse alone. Bhuteshu virudbhya udatmaye saris rupas teshu sabodhanishtaha tato manusya pramatas tatopi gandharva siddha vibudhanugaye. Word by word, repeat after me. Bhuteshu, among things generated, with and without symptoms of life.
with and without symptoms of life.
Virudbhyaha, than the plants. Udattamaha, far superior.
Far superior.
Ye, those who. Sarisripaha, moving entities like worms and snakes.
Moving entities like worms and snakes.
Teshu, of them. Sabodhanishtaha, those who have developed intelligence.
Those who have
Tattaha Dandam Manushyaha, the human beings. Pramattaha, the ghost spirits. Tata api, better than them. Gandharva, the inhabitants of Gandharva Loka. Appointed singers in the plants of the demigods. Siddha, the inhabitants of Siddha Loka, who have all mystic powers. Vibhuddha Anugaha, the Knaras, ye, those who. Deva, the demigods. Asurebhyaha, then the Asuras. Magavat Pradhanaha, headed by Indra. Daksha Adayaha, beginning with Daksha. Brahma Suptaha, the direct sons of Brahma. To them, Tersham, of them. Bhavaha, Lord Shiva. Paraha, the best. Saha, he, Lord Shiva. Ata, moreover. Virincha Viryaha, producing from Lord Brahma. Saha, he, Brahma. Matparaha, my devotee. Aham, I. Dvijadeva Devaha, a worshipper of the Brahmanas or the Lord of the Brahmanas. Translation from the Sanskrit to English by His Divine Grace, by Chanavina Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki. Of the two energies manifest, spirit and do matter, beings possessing living force, vegetables, grass, trees, and plants, are superior to do matter, stone, earth, etc. Superior to non-moving plants and vegetables are worms and snakes, which can move. Superior to worms and snakes are animals that have developed intelligence. Superior to animals are human beings, and superior to human beings are ghosts because they have no material bodies. Superior to ghosts are the Gandharvas, and superior to them are the Siddhas. Superior to the Siddhas are the Kinaras, and superior to them are the Asuras. Superior to the Asuras are the demigods, and of the demigods, Indra, the king of heaven, is supreme. Superior Indra are the direct sons of Lord Brahma, sons like King Daksha, and supreme among Brahma's sons is Lord Shiva. Since Lord Shiva is the son of Lord Brahma, Brahma is considered superior, but Brahma is also subordinate to me, Rishabhadeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because I am inclined to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas are best of all. Purport. In this verse, the Brahmanas are given a position superior to that of the Supreme Lord. The idea is that the government should be conducted under the guidance of the Brahmanas. Although Rishabhadeva recommended his eldest son, Bharata, as emperor of the earth, he still had no follow the instructions of the Brahmanas in order to govern the word perfectly. The Lord is worshipped as Brahmanya Deva. The Lord is very fond of devotees or Brahmanas. This does not refer to so-called caste Brahmanas, but to qualified Brahmanas. A Brahmana should be qualified with the 8 qualities mentioned in Text 24, such as Shama, Dhamma, Satya, and Titiksha. The Brahmanas should always be worshipped, and under the guidance of the ruler should discharge his duty and rule the citizens. Unfortunately, in this age of Kali, the executive is not selected by very intelligent people, the democracy, nor is he guided by qualified Brahmanas. Consequently, chaos results. The mass of people should be educated in Krishna consciousness so that according to the democratic process they can select a first-class devotee, like Bharat Maharaj, to head the government. If the head of the state is headed by qualified Brahmanas, everything is completely perfect. But in Kali Yuga, Kalo Shudarsambhava is the difficult. In this verse, the evolutionary process is indirectly mentioned, the reference to Charles Darwin. The modern theory that life evolves from matter is to some extent supported in this verse because it is stated, Poteshu Virub Bhyad. That is, the living entity evolved from vegetables, grass, plants, and trees, which are superior to do matter. In other words, matter also has the potential to manifest living entities in the form of vegetables. In this sense, life comes out of matter, but matter also comes out of life. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. There are 2 energies, material and spiritual, and both originally come from Krishna. Krishna is the supreme living being, although it may be said that in the material world a living force is generated from matter. It must be admitted that originally matter is generated from the supreme living entity. Nitya Nityanam Chetananas Chetananam. The conclusion is that everything, both material and spiritual, is generated from the Supreme Being. From the evolutionary point of view, perfection is reached when the living entity attains the platform of a Brahmana. A Brahmana is a worshipper of the Supreme Brahman, and the Supreme Brahman worships the Brahmana. In other words, the devotee is subordinate to the Supreme Lord, and the Lord is inclined to see to the satisfaction of his Supreme Lord. Satisfaction of his devotees, A Brahmana is called Dvija Deva, and the Lord is called Dvija Deva Deva. He is the Lord of Brahmanas. The evolutionary process is also explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya, chapter 19, wherein it is said that there are 2 types of living entities, moving and non-moving. Among moving entities, there are birds, beasts, aquatics, human beings, and so on. Of these, human beings are supposed to the best, but they are few. Of the small numbers of human beings, there are many low-class human beings like Mlechas, Pulindas, Baldas, and Shabadas. The human being elevated enough to accept the Vedic principles is superior. Among those who accept the Vedic principles, generally known as Varnashram, presently known as the Hindu system. Few actually follow these principles. Of those who actually follow the Vedic principles must perform fruitive activities or pious activities for elevation to a high position. Manushanam sahasya shuka siddhya tata siddhaye. Out of many attached to fruitive activity, one may be a jnani, that is, one philosophically inclined and superior to the karmas. Yatatana pisidhanam kastinman vetitatotaha. Out of many jnanis, one may be liberated from material bondage, and out of many millions of liberated jnanis, one may become a devotee of Krishna. Madhyanat Miranda Syat Ganam Janam Shalakaya Chakshur Militan Jana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitan Yana Bhutale Swayanupakadamahyam Dadat Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Paristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachayine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Dishtaine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Dvaita Garadha Shri Vasani Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Thank you for everyone comes to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Sorry by the special effects, doesn't work. So we will start with a translation by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, is more directly. Open quote. Among the living beings, the snakes are superior to the plants. Animals are superior to the snakes. Humans are superior to animals. Superior to humans are the Gandharvas. Superior to them are the Kinnaras. Indra is superior to all of them. Sons of Brahma, like Daksha, are superior to Indra. Shiva, son of Brahma also, is superior to Daksha, and Brahma is superior to Shiva. I am superior to Brahma. The best of the Brahmanas are worshipped by me. And in his purport, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, in order to teach that the Brahmanas should be served, yes, this is the meaning, the general context of these 4 verses, this verse and the next 3. He shows that they are best among all people in 4 verses. Among living entities, superior to the plants which do not move are the moving beings, such as snakes, which crawl. Superior to them are the animals with intelligence. Superior to them are the followers of the devatas, such as the Kinnaras, follow of Indra. The asuras are superior to them. The devatas are superior to the asuras. So I opened this discussion with a question, with a problematic, with an indagation. If everything comes from Brahman, then everything is one. Everything is spiritual and not diverse. This is the definition about Brahmajyoti, and someone gives this definition of the whole spirit of the Brahman also. Just as there are class struggles, gender struggles, race struggles, or religions struggles, but in reality we are all equal. So this is Kali Yuga. We have difference in question of gender, race, religions, but many peoples want or said that everything is equal. Everything need to be processed like equal. So Shikshastika answer. Not really, my friend. In the material world, there are dualities. Yes, this is quote in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 28. Te dvandva moha nimuktaha. The material world means dualities. And these dualities are illusion. Te dvandva moha nimuktaha. So, a big question in Vedanta philosophy and the Western philosophy, at least in the in the Greece, in the ancient philosophy, is if the absolute truth is one, like Plotino said, where come from the diversity? If the Brahman is one, why exists the diversity and where come this diversity? The Mayavadis explain that this diversity is Maya or illusion, but this diversity in the more accurate, more deep answer from the real Vedanta, the Bhagavad Purana, is the diversity is the Krishna's energy. Krishna expanding in many, many energies. So is a fact that in Prakriti the reality is diversity. But this diversity exists. Why? Because this diversity came from the spiritual world. Spirit world, we see birds, trees, mountains, gopas. This diversity in material world is a reflection, is reflected from the spiritual world. And even though these dualities are illusory, because ultimately there is own God and his different expansions and energies. Yes, the Purusha avatars, Guna avatars, Lila avatars, we, jivas, that we are Vibhinansha avatars, very, very small, tiny part and parcel of Krishna. On the material platform, these dualities cannot be ignored. So I will quote in verses to you that demonstration these variants. Those who are devoid of hands are prey for those who have hands. Those devoid of legs are prey for the foreleg prey. The weak are the substance of the strong, and the general rule holds that one living being is food for another. Yes, superior and inferior. Yes, we have this dynamic in the material world, in the materiality. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, chapter 13, verse 47. This is Narada Muni teaching Yudhishthira about your uncle, yes, our uncle Dhritarashtra that disappeared. So in the spiritual world we have these differences, superior and inferior, but the purpose is different. This verse is quoted from Upadeshamrita from Rupa Goswami, verse 10. In the Shastra it said that all of types of fruitive works, he who is advanced in knowledge of the higher values of life is favored by the Supreme Lord Hari. Out of many such people who are advancing in knowledge, jnanis, one who is practically liberated by virtue of his knowledge may take to devotional service. He is superior to the others, the devotees. However, one who has actually attained prema, pure love of Krishna, is superior to him. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are always totally dependent upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental coward boy. Among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Her Kunda lake is profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as the most beloved of the gopis, who then will not reside at Radhakunda and in a spiritual body surcharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, aprakrita bhava. Render love and service to the divine couple Sri Radha Govinda when perform their Astakaliya Lila, their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service in the banks of Radha Kunda are the most fortunate people in the universe. So, what I want to defend here, that in the reality, not is one, not is equal. Maybe in the Brahmajyoti position, but in the reality, we have diversity, and this diversity is hierarchized. Yes, we have superiors, inferiors. We have karmis. We have gyanis. Gyanis are superior to these karmis. Superior these gyanis are the devotees. Between the devotees, the gopis are more superior. In the gopis, we have Srimati Radharani. Yes, this idea that everything is equal, this don't make sense in material world, and the Vedas not support this. But even this, in the spiritual platform, is equal. Why? Because we are spiritual soul Jivatmas, and Jivatmas are the same. So, in the spiritual platform, in the platform of the essence, in the platform of the philosophical platform, everything is Jiva, because everything is equal. But in the material platform, we have different types of bodies and different types of positions in this material world. Yeah, Shikshastika answer. Philosophically or ontologically speaking, to own aeon. This is a very important sentence. This came from the book, the Aristotelic book, the most famous, most important book from Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, that is the Metaphysics, that explains about what is beyond of the material world, material. To own aeon means the being while being, the essence of all things, the being. In the question of being, we can say that everything is equal or everything is one. But when we go to the diversity reality, diversified reality, even on the spiritual platform, we can observe that there is a hierarchization. Good? Hierarchization of things and values. And this is very similar because a great philosopher from 20th century, Michel Foucault, from French, Shikshastra don't like of him because he is a communist according to Shikshastra. So he was a grand observer. He make great observations about the society and politics. Society and politics are together, yes, because society with leaders leading not exist. So he concluded that the material world is asymmetrical or unequal and disproportionate. Yes, we have a different class of peoples, superiors and inferiors, and all these peoples fighting by the power, and this fight not is fair. This fight is totally disproportionate. The concept of asymmetry in Michel Foucault is connected to power and knowledge relations, because for Foucault, knowledge means power. Who have more knowledge, they will have more power. For Foucault, power is never distributed equally or balanced. Yes, the sons of poor peoples go in a type of school, but the sons of rich peoples go to a different types of school and have different kinds of education. It is always asymmetric, meaning there are differences in the positions and effects of power among individuals and groups. Yeah, the sons of medical doctors and judges will educate to get this position, and the sons of low class unhappy get these positions also. The asymmetric implies that power is not neutral. It operates through inequalities and establishes hierarchies. It is not merely repressive but also productive. Power creates behaviors, ways of thinking, and social structures. It is linked to knowledge. Knowledge make power. Those who possess knowledge often hold greater power, reinforcing these inequalities. Foucault highlights that this asymmetry is present in all social spheres, and this is not a thing created by the society. This is allowed behind of the society. This is allowed that govern the society, and we can see this in universe. Yes, Lord Shiva have the same position of Lord Indra. Lord Indra have the same position that the Kinnaras, the Gandharvas. The Gandharvas have the same position that the human beings. So we can see the same structure that we saw here in this planet, maybe here with more exploitation. I don't know. But the same structure are in the whole universe. Yes, the hierarchization and power. Yes, superiors and inferiors. Yes, the temple president is the same position that the new Bhakta. In the question of institution, social. No, of course no. They are spiritual soul, yes, Jivatma, same, equal in this platform spiritual, but in the material platform, no. The position of the mayor is the same that a position of the common citizen. No, because the reality in the material world is hierarchy and have the power question. And the one of most strong fighting in this material world is by power. Why these presidents, these prime ministers do to stay in a position, yes? They, like Prabhupada said, they die very, very old and totally attached to this position because this position have power. Yes? I can have too much sense or enjoyment. I can have a lot of money, but the taste, the smell of the power, that who control another people's, this taste is the more elevated in this material world, but it is totally illusory because in the reality have only one Ishvara. Everybody try to be Ishvara, but Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is the transcendental Ishvara. So, in a company, the office boy has the same power as the company president? No. In a kingdom, the commoner has the same power or is equal to the king? No. In the jungle, the lion has the same position or strength as a deer? No. Here, Bodhi Rishabhadeva and Foucault are saying something similar, that society is formed by unequal power relationships, but our universe is also formed by power relationships also. In the verse it was said, superior to Indra are the direction sons of Lord Brahma, sons like King Daksha, and supreme among Brahma's sons is Lord Shiva. Jai Shri Jagannath Shivadev Shrimati Subhadra Maharani ki, Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai. So, the one of 10 mind sons of, from the mind of Lord Brahma is Narada Muni. How can Indra or Daksha, especially Daksha, be superior to Narada Muni? Yeah, I put a photo of a monkey in a question, but technology is a question. But in the verse, it has been said that the sons of Lord Brahma are superior to Indra, sons like Daksha. Yeah, everybody remembers of Daksha. Daksha is a very specialist. Daksha means specialist because he's a specialist in do yagyas. But these yagyas are karma kanda, these are fruitive yagyas. And he's a grand Prajapati also, yes. How can Daksha be superior to Narada Muni? But is not Lord Brahma are superior to Indra, sons like Daksha. But is not Narada Muni the most powerful son of Lord Brahma? Okay, the description of 10 mental sons of Brahma, open quote, Canto 3, chapter 12, verses 21-22. Brahma, who was empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thought of generating living entities and begot then sons for the extinction of the generations: Marich, Atri, Angira, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratu, Brigu, Vashishta, Daksha, and the then son Narada Muni were thus born. The purport of Prabhupada is very interesting. Open quote from Prabhupada purport. Brahma therefore created another set of god children, who were mostly in favor of worldly fruitive activities. He knew very well, however, that without devotional service to the Lord, there is a hard and benefit for the conditioned souls, and therefore he at last created his worthy son Narada, who is the supreme spiritual master of all transcendentalists. Without devotional service to the Lord, one cannot make progress in any department of activity, although the path of devotional service is always independent of anything material. So Lord Brahma created these 10 mental sons like Marichi, Atri, Angira, Pulastya, Pulaha, especially to rule, to conduce the material world, but he created a black chipper, a different son that was Narada Muni, because Narada Muni is totally transcendental. Narada Muni is a pure devotee of Krishna, and Narada Muni have the power to inculcate bhakti on the he goes away. Yes, the answer in spiritual terms, Narada Muni is superior, but in administrative or management terms, Daksha is superior. So, Rishabha means, what means Rishabha? The best, the superior, the topmost. So, if Krishna is Parameshwara, if Krishna is the best, is the superior of all, can be an answer. We can have adopt. Due to all these transcendental qualities, people generally pray to me as Rishabhadeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all living entities. This was the verse 19. And the question is, due to the fact that the Supreme God is the best, the highest in the entire hierarchical chain, there is a risk that will he become an autocratic tyrant or detector. Yes, a very, very controller and abuse of this controller. Why?
Because he says that the Brahmanas are superior to him.
Yeah, very good. This is the question. Because Krishna is a servant of the Brahmanas and his devotees. One of the names of Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. That means Krishna is servant of his devotees. For example, in this material world, if a company president have one Ferrari, this beautiful Ferrari, or this Lamborghini, the president company, he borrow this Ferrari, this Lamborghini to his employers. He have a Ferrari. He's borrow his lend his car to employers. Of course not. Of course not. This is the material mentality. Yes, ahankara. All pleasure is to me, and I exploit you to me have more power and more pleasure. But Krishna is totally pure consciousness. And the mentality of Krishna is so special, so special. This reality is found, the source of this reality is the Krishna's body, is Vishnu's body, okay? Everything came from the Krishna's body. This is the first verse of the Chatusloka of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam have his Chatusloka also, like Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita have the Chatusloka. Chatusloka is the base, is the meaning verses, the seed verse where all the philosophy, all theology came from. So in Bhagavad Gita, we are in the chapter 10, verses 8 to 11. In Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 9, verses 33 to 36. In the first verse, Krishna explains the basement. What is the basement? The Krishna's body is the source of all, spiritual and material. But Krishna is so merciful that Krishna give his body to devotees. One kind of liberation in Vaikuntha Loka is Swarupya. Swarupya means that one devotee get a body similar to the Vishnu's body. In Vaikuntha, everybody have a form like as Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu have a very beautiful form with 4 arms, etc. So, who is more beautiful than Lord Vishnu? So, Lord Vishnu, his body is so special, so special, but he share his body with his devotees. So, Krishna is so merciful, so kindness, but in material world, if a president of company have a Ferrari, he's not lend, he's not borrow his car with your employers. This is the characteristic of Krishna. I will read 2 verses in English. These verses came from Canto 3, chapter 16, verse 7 to 10, when the 4 Kumaras met with Vishnu in Vaikuntha. They will curse the doorkeepers, Jai Vijay, and Vishnu came in, and the Kumaras become bhaktas. Smell the tulsi leaves from the lotus feet of Vishnu, of Narayana. And Lord Narayana said, because I am the servitor of my devotees. Yes, I'm not the proprietor. I'm not the boss. I'm the servitor of my devotees. My Lord's feet have become so sacred that they immediately wipe out all sin, and I have acquired such a disposition that the goddess of fortune does not leave me. I am the master of my obstructed internal energy, and the water of the Ganges is the remnant left after my feet are washed. That water sanctifies the three worlds along with Lord Shiva, who bears it on his head. If I can take the dust of the feet of the Vaishnava on my head, who will refuse to do the same? The Brahmanas, the cows, and the defenseless creatures are my own body. Those who faculty of judgment are being empowered by their own sin look upon this as distinct from me. So in material world, by influence of the Ahankara, by influence of the Rajas, the Tamas, the Ishwaras, the controllers, the superiors are very, very proud. Lord Vishnu, because of his pure consciousness, is so humble, and so gentleman and kindness. Okay, I will finish here. If you want to have a commentary or question. Sorry, by the PowerPoint. Yes.
You said that Vishnu shares his body with the devotees.
Yes.
Did I understand this correctly?
Yes.
How is it? How can I understand that?
Yes. In the Vedas, in the next devotion, explains 4 kinds of liberation. Sayuja, that is impersonal liberation, the fusion with Brahman, immersion in Brahman. The devotee don't want to not accept this. And we have another 4 kinds of liberation. Sarupya, Sayuja, Sarsti, Samukya, Sarsti. That, sorry, I will get in memory, but in resume, we share the benefits of reside in the same place that Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna, Salokya. Sarsti, make a friendship with the Lord. This is in Goloka Vrindavana, not in Vaikunta, but in Vaikunta is possible Sarupya. The inhabitants of Vaikunta Lokas have the same body that Lord Vishnu, but have a difference. What is the difference? More and more. The mark of the gods of fortune is Shivatsa.
Two marks.
Yes.
What is the first mark?
The inhabitants in Vaikuntha Loka don't have a hair, a white hair in the chest. That means the gods of fortune that lie in the Vishnu's chest. Another devotees don't have, and the Kaustuba Jiva. Another thing is the ornaments, everything Krishna share, Vishnu share with another devotees. Yes, understanding this point. Nobody in this material world, if you have treasures, what treasure is more big than the Vishnu's form, Krishna's form? And Krishna shared this with his devotees. What president, what controller share your benefits, your treasures with your employers? Nobody do this in the material world. But Krishna share your own body with his devotees, his own form, Vishnu form, Krishna's form with devotees. Yes, the cowboys are very, very beautiful, like Krishna and Balarama also. The gopis have a beautiful. Jamuna?
Thank you so much for everything. I just want to say that I found it very beautiful how you described it, how Krishna is so kind and sharing. But then we also have to ask ourselves, are we sharing as well? And sometimes some things we shouldn't share. And
Oui.
yeah, elaborate on that, like what we should really share and what we...
The selfish. This is that you about talk about we not want to share with others. This is selfish. Because I'm identified with this body, and I want pleasure for this body by the senses. Yes, this material pleasure is very, very selfish, but the spiritual pleasure, the basement of the spiritual pleasure is love. In the material world, the pleasure is by the material body is very selfish. Yes, I'm in the center. But in the spiritual platform, Krishna is the center, and the love is the basement. And when the heart, the consciousness is full of love, I want not things to me. I want to share, I want to serve it. Because the servant is the coin, is the translation of the love. And this is totally spiritual. Yes, it's natural that in the material platform, when our consciousness are covered by rajas and tamas, we are very, very selfish. This is natural. But when our consciousness will become more purified, and more Vishuddha Sattva, more Sattva Guna enter, we understand that the great pleasure, the great thing, not are in bring to me, but in share, in serving another people. Don't have pleasure that the more elevated that the servant. This phrase can sound like a cliche, but this is a level of consciousness. When more pure our consciousness are, more we have the desire to serve and to benefit others, to benefit others. But how more our consciousness is brute, is heavy, is dense, is covered by rajas and tamas, more I want to me. Yes, look like a drug dealer. Yes, look like he's so selfish. Only he, and he is the most wonderful people, most smart people, and the devotee think, everybody have a relationship with Krishna. Only me don't have it. This is the meaning of the Krishna's flute chapter, the Venu Gita chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam. The gopis glorify the deers, glorify the peacocks, glorify the Govardhana hill, because everybody serves Krishna. But the gopis know, gopis stay very far away of Krishna. So this is the mentality of the devotee. The devotee is very humble. Materialist people is very bigger, selfish. So in this way, they want everything to himself, and devotee want everything to satisfy the others, to benefit the others. Yes, this is a level of consciousness. Yes. Cantará Srimad Bhagavatam aqui. Srila Prabhupada aqui. Go Premanandi. sword made by earth, fire, acid, water, and it's very difficult to have a glass sword, especially after you pass a 40, you don't understand. After you have more of 40 years old, every day you wake up with a pain. It's very, very difficult, especially when you get an old age. It's very terrible. The ghost, the body has these difficulties in our sense because they have a lot of desire, but they cannot satisfy this desire because they don't have senses. Yes, for you hope you need a amount of, you need a sense. You need a right sexual pleasure, you need a body with sense. But they don't have this blood body. So this is a very difficult situation, yes. But because the subtle body don't have this difficulty, not so density, not so gross like the human body. So they consider superior.
I have one question.
If I can answer, no problem.
Okay, Krishna is stating that the Brahmanas are, he's very inclined to the Brahmanas, so the Brahmanas are higher than him. But then we know, of course, also that some Brahmanas, they don't really worship Krishna like this.
Yeah.
Brahmanas and Krishna, there are some Brahmanas who are minor, so say, that for example.
Yeah, but
And
this
then-
is a Kaliuga condition, right? The Brahmanas that follow Shankara, this is a Kaliuga.
And Krishna is not referring to these Brahmanas.
No. Brahmana means that they have these eight qualities. This means that the consciousness of the Brahmana and Sattva-guna minimum. And Brahmana means that worship the Brahman. And according to Vedas, Brahman is Krishna. Veda is Kasagari Aham. If you really understand the Vedas, you understand that the Krishna is the Parabrahman, the Supreme Brahman. So, a Brahmana is the devotee of Krishna. After the stage of Brahman, even the Brahmana has some combination, because Sattva-guna have your challenges also. But after the stage of Brahmana, have the stage of Vaishnava. So Vaishnava, in terms of behavior, is a Brahmana. The Brahmana is contained in a Vaishnava behavior. So a Vaishnava is a Brahmana, and a Brahmana get a perfection to become a Vaishnava. Dependência da tecnologia aí.
It wouldn't work like this way.
Please show to me how I can transform this sound where I can switch off.
Oh,
switch on,
yes.
please. So